Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Hey, I'm Christian Cano. You're the co-host. My buttons are Moms Demand Action, Gunsmiths Legislation, Healthcare for All, Medicare for All, and also in my heart, Black Lives Matter on behalf of Joe Oldham, who's a guest of ours who passed away last year. That's it.
Hello, this is Jenny James Gunn. I am a community advocate here in Charlotte, North Carolina for LGBT women's rights with the National Organization for Women, gun sense laws with Moms Demand Action, and anything that extends equity to all. Thank you.
Hey, welcome everyone. This is Christian Cano of the Coffee Pan Dulce Show and Cannis Media. We are so excited to have the infamous, famous, whatever term we want to use, Dale Shores and his cast from The Recipe Box. This is the Austin cast, and those who watched the episode that we had, I believe in February, you will recognize Emerson Collins. He is the star of this wonderful play. And so we're excited to have them on, and we hope this episode drops before the play, so to give you time to get your tickets if you're in the Austin area, or tell your friends, family, neighbors, anyone who you can. So we want to welcome you guys to the show. So welcome, y'all. How are y'all?
We're good. Thank you. We're so excited to be back.
Yes, yeah. It's good to have you. Good to have you. So I understand that y'all are all in Austin right now.
We are in the throes of rehearsal. This will be, I guess we're entering our third week. Yeah, tonight. So we've been working hard, and it's been a fun 2 weeks. We brought the great Cynthia Sanders in. For those of you who do not know Cynthia, if you think real hard about A Very Sordid Wedding, she called Caroline Ray trash a few times.
Oh.
She was the mean nurse, and I love Cynthia. I just worked with her in another play, Mama Won't Die, in Dallas, and of course I've got Emerson Collins with me, who I wrote this role for.
Wonderful. Well, it's so great to have you. And Cynthia, it's wonderful to have you. And it's good to have all of y'all here. So, I'm actually kind of in Charlotte. We just did some things for the Pride celebration. They have it later here in August. I know Dallas has two Prides. They have one in June and then one in September, which it's hot for both times. So Austin, the reason I'm mentioning all of this, because it's hot. I don't know. Is Austin hotter than North? It doesn't feel as hot as Dallas area, but I know, Emerson, you've been in both.
It is. I would say Austin is more humid than Dallas. Houston is more humid than Austin. So Austin's sort of like in the middle of it all, quite literally. Yeah. But it's just hot and wet all over the place. But as you were saying, Austin's Pride is actually also in August. And it looks like the Austin Rainbow Theater that we're doing the play with here is going to have a float in the Pride Parade. But like Palm Springs, and they do theirs at night. So the parade is at night, so people will go.
That's a smart idea. I think San Antonio does that as well. I'm not exactly sure. It's been such a long time since I've been to those. But so, we're here to talk about this wonderful play, and I had the wonderful privilege of attending and watching the world premiere of the play in Birmingham. I was just blown away. I had to confess to Dale and some of you guys that I had never really seen professional play before. I'd seen musicals and opera and so forth, and I was so wow. I can see why people who are, I don't know, what do you call people who watch plays? I guess
theater goers,
theater goers.
avid theater goers. We love them, and you know, I have to say, Christian, I'm glad. Welcome to the theater.
Yes.
But we have been so fortunate. Emerson and myself, and Cynthia, also a big stage actor. I met Cynthia over 20 years ago in the pews of Southern Baptist Sissies, and theater has been so good to me. But I'm really excited that theater is experiencing a wave of youth, and I just came from Broadway recently and saw a lot of shows, and there were so many young people in those audiences. And I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I was genuinely worried for a little bit about our theater. You know, everybody was going to die that went.
Well, let me, and I apologize, I'm a little out of sync here. I'm used to having my partner in crime, Gersemi, and she may be coming on here. She had some unexpected events that have popped up here. She's in West Hollywood. But let's go around and let's formally introduce all of y'all. So introduce yourselves to our viewers and our audience members and our listeners, and tell us who you are. I know they probably know who most of you are already, but for those who are maybe like me, who maybe didn't watch a lot of theater, tell us, introduce yourselves to our audience.
You start, Del. I'm Del Shores. I wrote this play, and I am directing this play, and this is actually my 12th play. So, Concord is publishing this one as well as most of the body of my work. So this is my 10th published play, and I'm really excited about this cast and working with the Austin Rainbow Theater Company. They're just an amazing body of theater folks that, you know, I always feel at home in the theater. I feel like I've landed. It's become my church.
Wonderful.
And I am Emerson Collins. I am an actor, producer, director. If you've got a job, I've got a talent. If it's got a check, I'm on my way. I started in theater, you know, and of course, I have journeyed with Del through film and television. I sidebarred in a little reality TV moment, and it's exciting to be back in theater. That is our real first love. And for me, incredibly exciting to have the opportunity to look at a piece like The Recipe Box in multiple ways. You know, you were there in Birmingham. It was a very special launch experience in the hometown of our producing partner, Louise H. Beard. But it's incredibly exciting for me to come to an entirely new city, to an entirely new company, an entirely new point of view. The set will be different. The audience will be different, and incredibly just personally special to be doing it with the wonderfully talented Cynthia Sanders, who's been a friend for many, many years, to finally have the opportunity to sit across the stage from each other and trade bars and jabs and hugs and tears is a very, very special experience that we're launching.
And I apologize, Cynthia. We can now get you in.
I'm Cynthia Sanders, and I've been an actor since I was 6. Typecast as Happy in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And I am so thrilled to be working with Del, who I have worked with before, and I've been in projects with Emerson. I've been calling Emerson my son for like 20 years because I told him if I'd had a son, I'd want him to be just like him. And now I'm getting to play his mother-in-law, and we're just having a ball. It's a huge role. It's a lot of lines, and I'm old, but I'm getting there, and we're having a good time.
Well, wonderful. I can tell you that, as I mentioned, I'm not going to give the play away because I want people to go see this and see it as many times as you can. It is an incredible play. I failed to give you guys the accolades that you deserve, and I apologize because I know you guys have worked hard for these accolades, but Dale is he's a American director, producer, screenwriter, playwright, actor, all kinds of everything. He's got, Google him, you can see everything he's done. I first was introduced to Dale Shores, I believe, it was probably early 2000s. I'm kind of trying to remember, or maybe it was late 90s. I can't remember when did the movie come out?
Sordid Lives.
Sordid Lives.
Yeah, it was in film festivals in 2000, and it came out in 2001. So it's almost 26 years old now.
Wow. Yeah, I went.
Yes, it's 26 years old.
I went to see that, and I really, honestly, went to see that because a friend of mine at the time said, "Hey, you got to watch this play," and it's this writer director. He's from Texas, and I was like, must be good. It's from Texas, and so that's the reason I was like just amazed by the movie. And of course, Emerson is also a director. He is an actor, a producer. I know that you were in. I think we crossed paths after Birmingham. You were directing a play in Dallas, I believe.
Is that correct? Yes. Yeah. We have the Dale Shores Foundation specifically for new LGBTQ plus writers, and Austin Rainbow Theater is one of our partners, and so is Uptown Players in Dallas. It's actually their big LGBTQ theater. It's actually where I first did Southern Baptist Sissies, which is where I first met Dell. And yes, they asked me to come this year and direct the world premiere of Douglas Lyon's Pure Glitter, a wonderfully charming, sweet with some barbs new play. Yeah, so I was in Dallas for a month. It felt like old home week, as they say, being back where it all started with a brilliant new piece from another playwright that I love, and fantastic actors in the community there. So yes, and then we were out on the town, and I was like, Christian,
that's right. We were at Tom Thumb. We crossed paths at Tom Thumb. Yes, that's what it was.
Right. And
then Cynthia, tell us. Yes, that's right. So Cynthia, tell us about you. Have you been? What have you been doing? I mean, besides doing this wonderful play.
Well, I did another play right before this, directed by Dale Shores. And I've been scuba diving once this year, and I'm going again in October. And I have said recently that all I want to do is act and dive. And so that's what I'm doing. And also with the acting, I'm kind of getting a little too old and lazy to do the whole audition crap. So I just want to do roles that people write for me.
Well, it is.
And that's it's happening.
Yeah, it is happening. We have a new project. We're not talking about much yet, but I write for people I love, and I'm going to have something for both of them. But I want to say, if there are actors watching or listening, this is how you do it. So we're up in Dallas doing Mama Won't Die, and Cynthia comes to me in a rehearsal one night, and she goes, "Who's playing Luwanda?" Now, Cynthia was there when you were there, Christian, and she had seen the play, and she had seen readings of the play. And she said, "Who's playing Luwanda in Austin?" And I said, "What's the real question?" And she goes, "I want that role, and I'll do anything for that role." And I said, "Anything?" And I said, "Look, here's the truth. I would cast you like this because I'm not one of those directors who auditions. If I know your work and I know you're a fit and I think you're the best person for that role, I will cast you." But Clinton, our amazing artistic director, there were other people here in Austin, and he wanted them to have the opportunity. So Miss Sanders had to come down and audition, and she just wiped the floor. She just with that audition. It was a spectacular audition.
Well, that's for emerging actors or young actors or people who've been in the business. That's how you do it, right? When you see
push
Dale
for it, you say, "This is what I want. Yeah. I'm going to go for this." And how do I get to this? And she did.
Well, you if you don't ask, you never get it. So that's an excellent point. So so someone who has no acting ability at all. I think I played a character in the Pirates of Penzance when I was in elementary school, and
that's an impressive piece for an elementary school.
Well, I could not remember my lines, so it was really bad.
I've worked with those actors. Not here, though.
When we were in Birmingham, we did a funny kind of thing where we were trying to have your cast members decide between your coaching style and also the guy from Will and Grace.
Jack McFarland.
Yeah, Jack McFarland. And he said, if you forget your lines enough, the director will eventually throw them out. And so so I thought that was really funny. So listen, we're going to bring my wonderful co-host to several of our shows on. Gersemi's in West Hollywood. Gersemi, welcome. Sorry to get the times confused here. So I know you were looking forward so much to this interview here. So let's bring you in. And I know you have a couple of questions for the cast and for Dale.
Yeah, well, first of all, good luck in Austin. It's a wonderful city. I lived for years in San Antonio, just to the south of there, so I'm real familiar with that world, and great place to open up a play at, especially in this day and age. Really, what is the backstory of the Recipe Box? I mean, what made you think of it? I mean, first of all, the name Recipe Box invokes certain things for myself, but what made you wake up and say, this is the name of a play and I'm going to do this on an actual stage?
Well, to be quite honest, I wasn't looking for this play. This play sort of found me, and I'm very grateful that it did. It all started at a dinner party, and where a lot of liquor was being, ingested. Is that the right word? Ingested. And there perhaps was some cannabis there.
No, never.
I was at Northwestern State University. I teach there once a year or every other year nowadays. And there were these wonderful couple who hosted a Halloween party one year. And they were a huge Sordid Lives fan. And Gary, one half of the couple, just could quote the movie from basically start to finish, one of those. And the next year when I came back, my good friend Brett, who's the head of the theater department, said, I have some really bad news. Gary dropped dead of a heart attack the other day doing yard work. And they want to have you over. We want to have a dinner party to honor him. And so this dinner party was wonderful. It was a celebration of sorts. And there was this one woman there who was the head of the English department named Una. And she started telling me about her. I'm not going to spoil the play, but there's a certain kind of wrestling that she really loved. And I immediately gravitated to her listening to these tales. But in the middle of the dinner party, this old woman just starts walking out of a back bedroom. And she had an empty mason jar and kind of looked like she had just gotten up. And I mean, it's probably 9 o'clock at night, and she's in a robe and matted hair a little bit. And everybody said, "Hey, Luanda." And she said, "I'm empty." And she went into the kitchen. I watched her pour a glass of whiskey, Crown Royal, peach infused whiskey on ice. And then she comes back out, and everybody seemed to know her, and she's real gruff. I really love that about her. And she retreated back into the bedroom, and I said, "Who the hell was that?" And he said, "That's my mother-in-law. Gary's mother moved in with us several months ago, and now I'm stuck with her." And I immediately started going, oh, there's something here with this relationship. And especially the following year when I went back, I really observed that they had bonded over grief, basically. And they were so close. And he brought her everywhere to dinners. And she loved her liquor. And so I couldn't unlock the play. And to answer your question about the recipe box, my brother sent me my mom's recipe boxes, which were, decades and decades old. And there was a recipe that my daughter and I were looking for, this cake, my potato date cake that I wanted to make for Christmas. And while we were looking for it, my daughter found these family secrets in there. And she said, "Dad, these medical secrets of my mother." And then my mind really started playing the what if game, and the recipe box came about.
Wow.
So that's how it all happened. That's the short version.
And thank you for not giving the play away, because you got to watch it, because the combination of both of those stories, because I knew that because of the interview that we had done, and then I was watching the play, and just works so wonderfully. And there was one point that I almost started crying. I don't want to say which point it is. There was a couple of them, but we'll see how that occurs.
Tiptoeing around the inappropriate and trying to give it away there. Stop.
That's right. I don't want to. I want to give it away, but I don't want to give it away.
You got to make people to go see it. Make them go see it.
That's right. That was the short version. Come see the long version at the Austin Rainbow Theater, September 4th through 19th. Yes.
So the non-convoluted version.
We do need to repeat that the play, it does run in Austin, Texas, from September 4th to the 19th at the Austin Rainbow Theater. The actual name of the theater is that it's actually in is the Ground Floor Theater. So go online, buy your tickets, and we'll end the show when we end. Tell us your socials and how they can access to follow all you guys and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, Gersemi, go ahead. This is the reason she leads all interviews. So
I'm also a Christian wrangler as well.
That's right.
But anyway, I've noticed with the pattern of the cities you're playing in, and we have this Austin theater, and I know that you played in Birmingham and Wells, which are two very red states. Considering, I mean, the backdrop of what you're doing clearly has a certain orientation, has a certain presence, and you're also doing it in very southern states, very conservative states, to say the least, even though Austin itself is a blue dot and a very red stud. Is there a strategy behind that? I know that's not a question that Christian wrote down, but I mean, why are you picking these places to put on the play? Is there a methodology or what is the intentionality behind that?
It actually is, a specific strategy. Del has always said for many, many years about his work, about the work that he creates, that we're counter-programming in many, many places. Outside of the South, I think oftentimes people paint the South with this broad red brush. And what they forget is that even in conservative majority areas, there's a massive number of equality-minded people, liberal-minded people who are working very hard to change the communities they live in. And we've always felt it's very important to ensure that we're making work for those people. In fact, if you look at the places we started in Birmingham, Alabama, because our producer, Louise H. Beard, is there with the terrific new theater that's a partner of the Del Shores Foundation. The reason that we are at Austin Rainbow Theater is Clinton Williams and his company are one of our partners, and they are specifically and aggressively queer and LGBTQ plus focused. And that's important. It's important for us to have places of community, places for like-minded people. We say sometimes you preach to the choir and sometimes you challenge, the heathens. And being work that can bring our kind of community together is very important, and I'm proud of the way that we often do that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought the answer would be, but I definitely want our audience that we do have a very large LGBT following because we have two shows, one called Two Queers in a Truck and the other one, the Coffee Pan Dulce Show. But
apparently I play gay on both of those, right? I mean,
only on TV.
People think I'm playing. So
I play gay on TV, in movies, in theaters, in bedrooms, in back alleys, in bathhouses, beaches, and
hey, here in West Hollywood, they got a place called Vaseline Alley. You should fit in just very well.
Tied right on through, as it were.
To quote Luanda, my.
Well, oh my. We also have a new guest that popped on, Clinton Williams. I would like to have you introduce yourself and tell us how you're involved with all of this.
Yes. Well, sure. I am Clinton Williams. I'm the executive artistic director at Austin Rainbow Theater here in Austin, and we are lucky enough to be producing Del's newest work, The Recipe Box. It's opening in just a few short weeks.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And so, what is the purpose of the Austin Theater? I mean, what do you guys try to achieve with that facility? I'm not familiar with it.
Sure. So we our whole mission is to tell queer stories and to tell them loud and tell them proud. In a day and age where our rights are being trampled on and our voices are being diminished, we try to be as loud about our queer stories as we possibly can be.
Right. That's what's excited us about all this, and one of the reasons Christian invited Del on originally was to highlight people like this doing this kind of work, with Cynthia and Clinton and everybody just going out there and fighting through the jungle, so to speak. There's a lot going on, and we do have a little quick break that we're going to do for programming purposes. So we'll take this break right now, and we'll come back. But don't leave.
Don't go anywhere.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching the Florida shows. They've been wildly successful. Obviously, it's a topic that you guys have enjoyed and wanted to know more of. And we like talking about the dumpster fire that used to be the state of Florida. And we'll probably talk about it some more this summer. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching. And support local Black and brown businesses, including our sponsor, Manolo's Bakery, that has some fabulous pastries, food, king steaks, all kinds of specialty cakes, swallows, and much, much more. Some of the best food you eat in Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, Manolo's Bakery, right here in East Charlotte. Thanks for watching. Hey, y'all. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, and your favorite audio podcast platforms. You can catch your special editions of Coffee and Pan Dulce, as always. And we appreciate y'all listening. And we're going to do more episodes. We're going to do some zany things in 2025. And most of all, we're going to have lots of fun, as always. Thanks for listening. And look for the new shows. Appreciate it. So we have a great fall lineup, and we encourage you to tune in to many of our fabulous shows, like our He Say show, and many more things in October and November as well. Thanks for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
I've got it. We are back, and I want to ask Cynthia a question, and I think it's going to fit with the little bit of personality we saw. I mean, you seem kind of shy. Very demure there.
So painfully, just a wallflower just sits.
The hardest performance of her life, pretending to be shy.
And absolutely no opinions whatsoever. It's
None.
sad.
I could tell right away. I was like, oh. Seems like a lot of the family I have in Texas. Cynthia, who is the funniest person in the cast in real life?
Well, I have to say Del Shores, although he's not in the cast. He's one of the funniest people I know in real life.
But say what you were gonna say.
Me.
Well, in the cast, I would say I'm the funniest.
That was the answer I was looking for. I mean, I assumed.
Also, most humble.
Yes.
Not opinionated at all. Well, I mean, you're going to have to get some therapy to break out of this, I think.
That's right.
It's going to work against you. Why do you think Del is so funny? Is there something in particular that he does, or a memorable moment that that's pretty damn funny?
He's a genius, in my opinion. His masterpiece, in my opinion, is Southern Baptist Sissies, which I saw like 6 times. That was my first introduction to him. And it's heartbreaking, but also funny. He's just got a dark sense of humor, and he's just quick, and it sees things from many different points of view. And I don't know, read his plays, watch his movies. He's just fucking funny.
So, Dale, were you always like that? I mean, when you were younger, were you always very quick-witted, I guess? Is that a term? I mean,
I think so. I mean, I was really, really fortunate that I had my mother's side of the family. I've written about many of them. they were just funny, and they were funny to me, and they had perfect comedy timing. They just could, my Aunt Sissy, my real Aunt Sissy, could just, say things that. Yeah, I did an interview with her. It's on YouTube. You just go Aunt Sissy, Del Shores, and I remember there were some church people. It was on a Sunday, and we're sitting outside of this the hymn singing. And I said to her, "Why aren't you in church today?" And she said, "Well, why aren't you?" And that kind of stuff. But they also were very encouraging to me, and I feel like that. I wasn't the most attractive child. I was, I was a heavy, as my mother called, she didn't say I was fat. She said I was fleshy. You're just fleshy. And
Fleshy.
I told a story the other day. I told Cynthia that I remember when I was at church camp in 8th grade, this girl came up to me and she said, "Why are you so fat and ugly and your brother's so cute?" And then she must have seen my crestfallen face. And she said, "But you're the funny one." And I think that we use also humor as a way to, as queers, it's one of the ways we can, Leslie Jordan said it best. It's keeping the bullies at bay. You can do it with humor. And I always was able to do that. So
yeah, it's usually either fists or funny. I mean, one or the other. I was an ugly kid. I usually fought my way out of most things. So,
so Dale, is that why? Do you mind if I ask in Sorted Lives? Is that why that there was the scene about the star character?
Husky Gene.
The Husky Genes.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was, I was in therapy a lot, and that therapy really inspired a lot of that play. And I remember my therapist, Dr. Sandra Baca, one day I was telling her about my mother and what an amazing person she was. And I told her the Husky genes, how she took off the Husky labels and sewed on. She really didn't. She wasn't as delusional as Latrell and Ty. She sewed on regular on the back.
Okay.
Because that was her mild genes I'd outgrown. And she said, "You have to write that. You have to write that." And I really, it was one of the first things I wrote in Sorted Lives. I went home and wrote that monologue.
I got a question.
I actually could relate to that scene. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Gersemi, but when I remember seeing that, because I was a kind of a heavy kid, I was Tejano. We ate a lot of tortillas, and weren't meant to eat that many, not meant to eat that many tortillas by themselves. And I used to wear Husky jeans, and I remember from Sears, I think is where my mom got them, or Montgomery Ward's. I can't remember where
it was. Sears.
Yeah,
it was Sears, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, when people say, "Do you have any food restrictions?" My answer is still to this day, no. No.
A big question, and this could be for any of y'all, it related to the stage. Right before the curtain goes up, is there any ritual or thing that gets you pumped before that curtain goes up? Is there anything that maybe is even a superstition for any of you guys?
Cynthia?
Yeah, Del, you don't know this. Right before I go on stage, it's like a superstition. I say the Lord's Prayer, the Serenity Prayer, the third step prayer, and then the real prayer, which is "God help me." And and then I just go out there, and then I just deliberately forget everything I know and just go out there and live in the moment, trusting that I am prepared and I can handle anything.
Cool. Well, that's probably good advice for anything. Sometimes it's good to play dumb.
Well, I don't know. I'm an atheist, so it doesn't really work for me. It's like all that biblical shit.
And I've never accepted the things I cannot change. So that's wasted on me.
You're just
never
trying to change.
I'm still out there trying to change it. To answer for you, he's laughing because y'all, we did so many interviews on so many things, so whatever. It's rare that we say something new to each other, and I've never said that before.
Well, you didn't have Cynthia to set you up,
set me up. Because we've done so many. But I will say I don't really have a ritual to answer your question. It's different for every play. except this one, you know, I'm excited for people to come see it. The play explodes out of a cannon. You know, it's not a spoiler, but like the divorce, you know, her son is leaving. The divorce scene launches the play, you know, because the journey is our relationship together. It's these two different people looking at what is the rest of my life, and it's not what I thought it was going to be, and the sort of the journey they have to growing together and sort of healing some things in each other they didn't realize needed to be healed. So this is a cute, but it launches from like at 100 and goes up from there. And so I am like back there going like, okay, you know, with the other actor. For here it's Chris Kinner, a wonderful Austin actor. But so we will definitely probably like run that scene real fast, do some like jump and and then as the lights go, like bam, onto the stage. And it's a unique way to launch a piece. You know, so often it's like, oh, somebody's stuff is happening, but this is like is happening. Yeah. And Clinton's got us a beautiful space, incredible designers for us to play on, a whole new porch and a house that they're building. But also because he missed it, Clinton, and not to do all y'all's jobs for each other, but we shared why we're here. Clinton, I did my TED talk on Southern liberals and content for LGBTQ plus people. But it's amazing and huge that you made the decision. You know, at home you wouldn't know. Clinton's in his first season as executive artistic director, and this big swing to have, you know, Del and I come join and do this piece. Like, Clinton, share about that and your vision.
That was our next question, actually. So it was.
Sorry to beat you to the
good tie-in.
That's right.
We did too many of these shows where we were the host, and Emerson just sometimes just
we are America's number one bootleg DEI show. So all right. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Clinton.
I love it. No worries. So I took over for Christopher Preslar, who's the founder of the company, last August. And I came in with some big swings. I changed our musical this spring. We did Head Big instead of A New Brain that we were going to do. I felt like it just fit a lot more with what's happening in the times right now. There's a lot more depth to the story. And then also bringing in Del and Emerson is another big swing, in the sense that, I'm trying to push our company. Austin is a very liberal city. It is not. It's a queer city, but it's a divided queer city. So my goal here in this organization in general is to unite us together, and I feel like Del does that with his comedy, and especially like being in the South. And I feel like there are a ton of people in this town that will relate to this story and relate to just, the existence of being queer in the South, like the stories behind all of that. But so Austin Rainbow Theater, to stop rambling, Austin Rainbow Theater is pushing forward. We're trying to do bigger and better and get ourselves on the map. And I think Recipe Box is really, really getting us to that point.
Yeah, what a classic opening, and to remind everybody what the dates are again, guys. When is it coming to Austin? We open September 4th and run through September 19th. Awesome. We're going to take one more break and
Hi, this is Yorense Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedicare is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, butthurt losers. But I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna say fuck fascism, and I'm gonna stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live through.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Sounds
You
great.
sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying to. All I have to say is go. Yes.
as a non-Spanish speaker.
All right, let's talk about his Jesus Jesus meme. You know what I'm talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
that'll be the show. All right, here we go. Okay, so we'll just take this last commercial, and then we'll come back. All right, here we go.
And this is the Jenny Award.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles. Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Hey y'all, thanks as always for listening to Coffee and Pan Dulce. And guess what? As part of our Cannis Media family of shows, we have a sister show that's been running alongside the Coffee Show for 6 years, 6 seasons. And it's Two Queers in a Truck. In fact, we've been on air, as it says right behind Kristen, as we record this, in case you're watching the video version of this. It's exciting. It's a little different. It comes more from obviously the queer perspective, because it's Two Queers in a Truck. And we invite you to listen to it. You don't have to be queer to listen. And I promise it most likely will not give you scabies. I can't 100% verify that, but it's just a medical rumor started by me, actually. But anyway, come out and check us out on our sister show, Two Queers in a Truck, and all the exciting 2025 news shows on the Cannis Media family. As always, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, thanks for listening to us, as always, on Coffee and Pan Dulce. And just to let you know, we're on all the audio podcast platforms, so working out or whatever, you can just listen to us. Or if you want to see our bright, shiny faces, we're on YouTube and Facebook. You can even be fans, and you can comment on our shows on the Facebook platform and drown out people who don't actually listen to the show but like to play us. But anyway, we appreciate y'all and very much, and keep on listening so that Christian and I are just not sitting here talking to ourselves. Have a great year. Up next is Two Queers in a Truck with Jenny and Christian. And hope you guys tune in. We'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you. Bye.
All right. We are back, guys. And we wanted to have everybody involved with this. Tell us how you can get involved. Because obviously the burning question would be, whether you're in the Austin area or San Antonio or in the Hill Country, how you can see this wonderful play. So, guys, take it away. Tell us all the skinny on how to get involved with this.
Well, first of all, you can go to our website. It's austinrainbowtheater.org, and follow the links to the recipe box. It will have all of the information there with tickets and venue address and such. We do all of our shows out of a fun venue called Ground Floor Theater that is on the east side. It is on Springdale and Airport. It's in this old warehouse that's been renovated into a ton of different businesses, and a theater being one of them. But yeah, it's on Springdale and Airport here in Austin.
Great. Excellent. Anybody else want to throw in any other plugs?
Well, it opens the 4th. I'm going to be here the 4th, 5th, and I will be at we're having a fundraiser for the theater on the 6th.
It's I think I saw that. Yeah.
It's the Glitter Social.
That's what I thought. I knew that it was. I knew it was a name that was like really
Yeah,
out there.
we're just going to have a little kiki with Dell and Emerson and hang out and talk and get some behind the scenes gossip. And also we'll have a few drag performances and some other entertainment and brunch bites. It'll be a good time.
And the opening night is completely sold out. And Dell will, the only other show Dell will be at is Saturday, September 5th. So if you want to see Dell in person, get tickets to that. But also get tickets to the Glitter Social. Dell's going to do comedy. We're going to have a fun afternoon because my other big TED Talk is always, if you want to keep seeing work that represents our community, you need to support the organization.
You have to show up, right?
Buy a ticket. That's always important. Get a season subscription if you can. And if you're sitting on a pile of money, and we know some gays without children have disposable income, be a sponsor, whether it's Austin Rainbow Theater or your local LGBTQ plus arts or social organization. Our visibility is a huge part of how we make change, and Clinton and Austin Rainbow doing work like this does that in their community.
So if you want to touch the hem of my garment, that's for Cynthia Sanders. A biblical reference.
Touch the hem of my garment. That sounds
in the
biblical.
Bible. It is in the Bible. I'll touch him under his garment.
But a lot of religious organizations got in trouble for that. But definitely make sure you seek out all their socials, the ability to book the tickets, go to the fundraisers. There's a lot going on that first week on the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Make sure if you can, don't miss
Labor
out.
Day weekend.
Don't have FOMO, guys. This kind of stuff only happens every once in a while, and you're talking about an amazing cast, amazing theater, amazing stuff that doesn't happen in a vacuum. And I'm going to get a little serious here. In this day and age, if you don't support stuff like this, just like democracy, and just like the American Dental Association bumper sticker, if you ignore your community, it will go away. There was a time when this was impossible to do in this country. Remember that. Spend your money local at theaters. Spend your money with your community. Think about this before you book something else. Go to this. Really do yourself a favor. See these wonderful people, have these type of experiences, and support one another. And that's as preachy as I'm going to get. But I am serious about this. When you're listening to this, there is a reason behind it and an intentionality behind it. And nothing happens by accident, and we're all related in this deal. So I appreciate you, as always, listening to our show, viewing our show, supporting our show, but also support the others that come on the show. We have them on for a reason. It's not an accident.
Excellent point. I just want to give a shout out to the cast members of this cast, the Austin cast. Emerson Collins, of course, the star, plays Rick. Cynthia Sanders, who we have on here, plays Luanda. Chelsea, and I apologize, the last name, is it Mansera? Is it
Manasari?
Okay, I apologize, Chelsea.
Yes.
She plays Ona, and then Chris Skinner is Joa. Is that correct? And I want to just give you a little anecdote before we end the show, because I know your time is valuable. I was in Chicago when we record this last weekend, 2 weekends ago, and I was getting a haircut at a barber. The guy sitting next to me was talking about he produces a event in Charlotte called Austin called Last Splash. And he said it's Labor Day weekend, and of course, I couldn't help hearing it. And he said, "Oh yeah, he was there to find some DJs or whatever." And I said, "I'm actually going down to Austin that weekend to go see Dale Shores play the Recipe Box." He goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was." So I was like throwing it out there. So if you want to go down to Austin to do Last Splash, go see the play. It'd be a great Labor Day weekend, and they have those autonomous cars downtown that scare me. Do
they scare you? I ride them all the time.
Oh,
the Waymo. They're all over the place.
They're Waymo fun.
But you don't have to tip the driver. That's what's great.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ride in one, but I like driving with him because I can do whatever I want on the road, and the Waymo has to stop.
Oh, good point. Yeah, excellent point. So Austin's going to be busy that weekend. So if you want to plan the whole weekend there, go. And I don't think there's a UT game, so it may be easier to get a hotel.
Oh God, who follows that?
Oh. so you will. So
before we digress,
I'm a huge sports buff. So, sorry.
By the way, just to make sure everybody understands, in the month of September, from the 4th to the 19th, we have the Recipe Box in Austin, Texas. Make sure you seek this out. Look it up. Google it. Do yourself a favor. Find time in that approximately 2-week window to squeeze it in if you're in the greater Austin area or can make it down there somehow. Anyway, we appreciate everybody taking the time to interview with us, and we hope you guys have a smashing success once again.
Yes.
We expect it.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching our special here on the Cannis Media Network. We have the cast, crew, and the theater of Recipe Box. And do yourself a favor. It's showing up in Austin, Texas, September 4th to the 19th. Don't miss out. Don't have FOMO. And show up for your community if you're in the community. If you're not, just have a good time with them. Show up, support, and buy local as always. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
We just got to mark it on the tape.
That's right. All right, I got it. Okay, we'll come back, and then let's try to bring Cynthia into one of the questions.
Okay.
Gersemi, if you don't mind. All right, let's come back.
Christian's going to mark the tape as he always does, and we're going to come back with a few more questions.
That's right. You can show how old we are. We keep saying tape and
mark the tape.
Mark the tape.
I mean, that's something else.
So
we
the last time we
broadcasting before.
The last time we asked that question, Emerson said that he goes to the bathroom. So because he said that house doesn't have an actual bathroom in it. So okay, we'll come back, and then Gersemi, what I'll do is I'll just read the cast from the website. Just to remind people who it is, and then just say the dates, and then we'll have them say how they can, tell the audience members how they can buy tickets, all that wonderful stuff. If they need to come into town, is there any preferred hotel? I mean, I don't know if you want to do all that, but all right. So we will come back. Go ahead and bring us back, Gersemi.
Coffee and Pan Dulce. How's that? Coffee and Pan Dulce.
Sounds great.
You sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying to. All I have to say is go. Yes.
As a non-Spanish speaker.
All right, we'll just come back for about 2 minutes, and then we'll take our last break, and then we'll end the show.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, we'll come back for just a couple of minutes and we'll end. Here we go. Good job. Great intro. All right. Come back, talk about Epstein.
Okay. Epstein.
I'm going to start recording. Good job, y'all. All right, we're at the 18-minute mark. Tony, the second half, do you want to switch it to more national conversations? Because you were talking about Charlotte, or do you want to stay on Charlotte? Or edited. And once again, I know your time is valuable.
What is language like? I have a potty mouth, so let me know. Are y'all?
We don't. We don't mind. Is that right, Gersemi?
Yeah, no. I mean,
I'll try to refrain since it's the Christmas season.
Exactly.
All right. And by the way, I just want you to know this is the earliest interview I've ever done in my life.
Oh my goodness.
And this is the Jenny Award.
I'm quite honored to have a conversation with Jojo Garza. He's with the Grammy Award-winning Los Lonely Boys, and actually, I believe you're in San Angelo, Texas. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, I'm here at home right now.
Oh, welcome to Que Pasa, Mr. Garza. Listen, I have to admit that I grew up in Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, a native Texan, and Tejano. I guess that's what I grew up calling myself. And there was always this confusion: is San Angelo Central Texas or is it West Texas?
Well, you're right about that. There's always like a bit of confusion about it.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles.